sound of my people. So what is going on, everyone? EA40 here, and I think I might turn today into a bit of a vlog. I came here to Cars and Coffee just to catch some of the cars and mostly take some pictures, so I didn't really film much. But then after I was riding in Greg's Audi, I decided, you know what, today might end up being a bit vlog worthy, because after this I have a couple dealerships to go to, and then I might go to the racetrack. So today should be a fun day depending on what I do. Relatively solid turnout today, and then also I'm wearing my new glasses. I didn't expect the sun to pop out so early yet, but it's popped out. Luckily they're transitions, and I think I look stylish. Don't answer that. Look at this S-Class on Forgato. Is that how it's pronounced? Rims. S-Class Coupe. Kind of baller. And then look here, 13-year-old station wagon. But you know what? I still kind of like it anyway. Let's start her up. I need to get this right here, Audi RS7, very stately. I've always loved these. Ford Focus RS, like them, wouldn't buy one because I'd want something more professional looking, I guess. Challenger RT. Looks like a V90 cross country sitting on a bunch of rocks. I'm gonna have to get a picture of that later. And a few other Volvos. Volvo XC60 right here, and this is gorgeous. Love that. And the S90. Absolutely love these. Favorites. One of my favorites. And is that an S60 Polestar right there? Yes, it is. I don't see these very often. So right now I'm waiting for someone to get back to me, but in the meantime there's this Volvo V90 R design. Let's see what the color is, because first off, the color is absolutely gorgeous. Is there a window sticker somewhere? Volvo V90 T6 R design, all-wheel drive. There's a window sticker. 2-liter with 316 horsepower. That's actually impressive. I like that. Torque comes at 2200 RPM. The seats. Let me just quickly explain what I'm really doing here. So a lot of times manufacturers, they'll have these offers where they pay you to test drive one of their vehicles. So what I am doing is I'm doing that here at a Volvo dealership, but not quite at the same time. Because what I'm really trying to do is, because you get paid to do it, you don't actually have to test drive. It's a form that has to be filled out. So what I try and do then is have them fill out the form, because I don't want to take up a salesperson's time since I'm not buying anything. So have them fill out a form, I submit it online, and I get the $50. It doesn't cost the dealership any money, and because I don't test drive anything, it doesn't take up their time really either. Well, that's a little bit awkward. Turns out that the deal is over. The test drive offer expired back in back in late July. It started in July and ended in July. A shout out right now is gonna go to Lexus of North Hills because I came here just spontaneously to check out the new LC500s that are here. I've seen them, but I haven't really looked at them much. So I asked the manager, like, hey, can I vlog in here? And he's like, yeah, that's perfectly fine. So I walk up to them, then another nice gentleman walks up and he's like, yeah, you want the key to one, we'll start one up or something. And I'm like, wow. I'm gonna be honest, I've never received this kind of like greeting or anything when I show up somewhere to vlog. Usually, because I'm not here to buy, I'm usually like, yeah, sure, go ahead. But they actually gave me that kind of time of day. I can't speak today. They gave me that kind of time of day to just check it out. Well done, Lexus of North Hills. You're gonna get in the description below. So for some reason, I even saw one outside, a Lexus ES with STR racing rims. I'm not gonna lie, I like them. All right, so one thing I should address is the Lexus spindle grille. Now these have been a case of love it or hate it. I actually don't mind the grille. Now with that said, it works better on some cars than others, and I think I like the execution on this one with the color specifically. This is where I like the spindle grille. It does also look kind of good on the white, but I think in my opinion that's more because I just kind of like how the car itself looks. But with this like gray here, I think this is where I like this spindle grille more. So before getting in, I'll note that the door handle does stay out. So now let's get inside. First thing I'm gonna say is, wow, this is actually a bit of a big car. The interior feels nice and big. The seats feel absolutely great. You have the, like, is it suede insert? I don't know, but they feel absolutely great. The leather feels great. This is a great view to have in the center. Instrument cluster looks pretty good. Paddles feel good. Steering wheel feels good. This whole thing feels good, actually. Oh, the car also has a heads-up display. That's worth pointing out. Did that sound really just come out?
Good sound.
I'm pleasantly surprised.
Good sound.
Thank you for giving me that. Now, since we heard a bit of that exhaust clip, let's show where that sound is coming from. Hood release is right there. Oh, once again, just about every car, it's hard to find where the hood release is. Ah, there it is. Once you get used to it, it's not bad. I think this is Lexus's 5-liter V8. All right, now to see if I can fit in the back seat. So the latch is over here. Okay, so it's motorized. It's motorized to go forward. So this is actually just interesting because I put the seat back down and the seat started motorizing backwards, and until it reached where my feet were, it felt the resistance and then it moved forward a little bit. So that's actually a nice tech feature to have to kind of sense that kind of stuff. Back here it isn't bad, although the headroom is a little lower than I'd like. Maybe if the back seats were a little lower, for me at least, I think I would like that a little more so that I have a bit more headroom. Alright, so I'm sitting in here and I'm just having a bit of seat time in this, and this, I might say, out of Lexus's current lineup, if I had to buy a car new, this might be the one. And I say that because, like, the seats feel absolutely great. Ergonomics of them are absolutely, they're so on point, and it's very important for something like this. But then also, what Lexus did, this is meant to be like a Grand Tour, pretty dignified, and it does that it seems to do it very well. Like it's nice and large, like what you'd expect. If the comfort is great, at least here in the showroom. I'll have to maybe someday take one on the road. We'll see. And then hearing the exhaust note also really improved my opinion. And why I say that is because like stuff like these dignified big Grand Tours, you want to be able to feel the power in this smoothness, and you kind of need to hear a bit of it as well. I don't know how loud the exhaust note is inside whenever the windows are up and you step on it, but from the outside you can tell that this car has some power, and that's what you want out of something like this. For me, I'd probably still want something aftermarket, an aftermarket exhaust, because louder is sometimes better, as long as you don't upset any neighbors. You don't want to be too antisocial. But with this thing, I'm actually very impressed with what Lexus has done here with the LC500 Coupe. If there was one thing, maybe I would change the rims. I'd want something a little different. I'm not a big fan of chrome either, so that's part of it. I like more of like brushed aluminum looks or something. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed. I'm glad I just randomly stopped by here, because this has actually been a pleasant experience at Lexus of North Hills. And the LC500, I wasn't too sure of it at first. I heard one start up from a distance like a few months ago, and it seemed a little too quiet, but listening in here and hearing the V8, that's changed my opinion. I'll say that. Hopefully an F version comes out of this, because I could see that being a successful car. But yeah, I like this. I like this a lot, actually. Good job, Lexus. Well done. And thank you, Lexus of North Hills. So I decided right now to stop at the Tesla store that's also nearby. It's much quieter here, and they only have one car, or actually they have two cars in the showroom. I think this one's a little more in my budget at the moment. But yeah, it's quiet in here. Only one car in here right now, but there is a delivery truck outside, so we'll see how they move things around in here. All right, please enter access code. Oh, no 9 0 0 7. Okay. Now let's go into the controls. Diving. Oh wait, diving. What? Suspension. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. That's a that's a little Easter egg. And now let's listen to a startup of the car. So we're gonna put the camera down here. This is also a little Tesla Easter egg. I'm gonna put the camera down. And let's listen to a startup. And that is how a Tesla sounds like when it starts up. A side note, look at that little camera here. Anyway, so look around the interior. This is like a wood option. Obviously the big center stack, steering wheel. These are what the seats look like. And look at that, it looks good. All right, so I've made it to basically my final stop of the day. And I'm here at an Alfa Romeo dealership. The one guy I wanted to talk to for a little, let's say business project for now, he's a little busy. So I just got his contact information and I'm gonna call him at some other time. But Anyway, a couple nice Giulias here. This one is Misano Blue. That's the name of the color. And this is actually really gorgeous. I think this is the color I would get for my Quadrifoglio down the line. I didn't say that. Did I say anything about a Quadrifoglio, me getting one? We'll see. And this one behind me, I don't know what color it was as base, but what they did, this is an arts car for my friend's company, Arts and Exotics. So what they did, they had the car completely plasti dipped in a different color, but that's more of as a base color. And then they hired an artist to paint over this.